bright light of hope, inspiration, and all good things arrived at Heritage Aviation in Burlington, Vermont, in the form of Orbis International's Flying Eye Hospital aircraft. The Orbis Flying Eye Hospital is a DC-10 aircraft converted into an innovative teaching facility and ophthalmic surgery center. It is the world's only airplane with a fully functioning, state-of-the-art eye hospital on board. Orbis's Goodwill tour is intended to raise awareness about preventable and treatable blindness in developing nations around the world. Staffed primarily by volunteers, over the past 30 years, Orbis has trained 291,000 medical professionals globally and has performed over 800,000 surgeries, of which 180,000 have been children, thus radically changing lives all over the world.
There are 39 million blind individuals around the world. 90% of them are in the developing world, and 80% of that blindness is avoidable.
To them, it's life-changing, and some of the people had no hope before we arrived.
It's through the generosity of the volunteer faculty and the donors and the corporate sponsors that we're able to do this. So there's a term now that's being used more often, fortunately, called medical diplomacy. So it's benevolence, not bullets.
It's twofold. You know, on the one hand, you get to see how amazing the impact is. You also realize just how limited you can be. I mean, we've touched one life, but there are many, many more that need our help and assistance. So it gives you the drive to keep going and try to expand and do things like this Goodwill Tour, where you create awareness about the problem so you can continue generating the support that we need to reach more and more people and transform those lives as well.
This event represents an important partnership whereby Orbis and MMIC are working together to create the new next generation Flying Eye Hospital.
It's a wonderful project that is taking care throughout the world, taking high-end technology, training doctors, nurses, physicians to be able to better practice in the field of ophthalmology. What's wonderful is MMIC has the opportunity of providing the modules and the interface and integration that would go within the next generation Flying Eye Hospital.
When Orbis first sought out MMIC, in those initial visits we were really impressed that there was a lot of overlap, similar goals, similar work ethics, and it has worked well.
They turn things into hospitals.
You make it look easy. Rick, you know, you see these things in movies with the Transformers, these go like this and they come down to something. You're the original Transformer.
Partnership between Mobile Medical and Orbis and the aviation community have identified the major challenges, and the esprit de corps and the cooperation, the partnership and the teamwork between these entities has really produced a stellar design for the next Flying Eye Hospital, and we're all very excited.
Our whole mission as a company, quite frankly, is to be a positive influence on people's lives. I look at what we did in Joplin, Missouri. I look at what we did with Hurricane Ike. I've seen what we've done in Iraq and been around the nurses and the physicians providing care for those patients, and they're changing lives.
The folks at MMIC are just wonderful people. They're very warm and inviting and non-pretentious, and it's just very easy to work with them. You know, immediately you feel like you're part of their family.
Tours were conducted throughout the day, allowing visitors to not only see the Orbis Flying Eye Hospital firsthand and speak to the Orbis staff, they were also able to tour a mobile surgery unit, a state-of-the-art mobile surgical suite developed and created by MMIC.
As we sit here on the plane today, it's really amazing to see the mission set and the wonderful volunteers that work with this program, whether they be the FedEx pilots that fly the plane or the staff that works tirelessly, whether it's repairing equipment on the plane, but making sure that this aircraft is in tip-top shape to fly around the world.
It's difficult to be away from home, it's difficult to work in areas of the world, but Orbis is not a job, it's a lifestyle.
All the lives that we help and give sight back to the world, to these little children and adults, it's incredible.
I feel so honored to be part of this team, to be able to reach out to a lot more people all over the world.
I feel fortunate You know, growing up in the Western world, we tend to be spoiled. Resources are readily available, medical care is readily available, and to be able to go into a location and have such a dramatic and immediate impact is worthwhile. It's worth being away from my own family for extended lengths of time to know that you've made a difference in someone else's life, giving back a little bit.
And so I'm grateful to work with people that have vision. Dr. DeBona and Jack McHale with Orbis that want to make a difference in the world, to be able to work with their people and reach out and to take our collective technologies and then to put those into modules that can be used around the world.
You know, our mantra is you give a man a fish a day, you feed him for life, or you teach him to fish. But how do you capture that? How do you know after you've taught him to fish? And Orbis doesn't just teach him to fish. We give him the pole and the lure and the hook and the line.
Orbis and MMIC, together and individually, two companies doing amazing and wonderful things around the world.